Hi, it's Linda in Colorado, and it's a beautiful day today. Hope it's beautiful where you are as well. So today's video will be core posture, strength, and balance. And we're also going to have an option to use chair-assisted devices. So I'll get into that first, okay? And then I'll tell you what else you need. So you can see these are two chair backs right here, and they're apart far enough so that you can hold on to them. So that becomes very convenient. If, I don't know what your kitchen or your place looks like, but if you have, for instance, in your kitchen, some countertops that are spaced out about this far, it's very common to have that. I don't have it in mine, but you might. And if you have that, that would be ideal because countertops don't move. You have to be sure that these can move a little bit. If you're accustomed to using equalizer bars, these are fine. But if you need more support, please use something else. Countertops would work really well. Or have someone spotting you. And the other thing I'd like you to have is what you see here is a towel or a ball. So I have this cute little ball, but you can have either one, or even a pillow would work. I'm going to set them up here for now to get them out of the way. I'm being a good example. And then also I have two sets of weights. One's a little heavier for when you do your arms. I'll set these over here. And the other a little bit lighter for shoulder work. Okay? One more thing is a band. If you have a TheraBand of any kind that maybe you got from your physical therapist, that'd be great, or even one that's long and stretchy with handles, either one would work fine. Even a strap or even that towel would work if you don't have a stretchy thing. So let's get you warmed up first. I just want you to stand in a second position plie, and that will immediately engage your core. So fire up the core, fire up your back a little bit so it gets straight, and see if the knees can bend a bit comfortably. Now we're going to add an inhalation with your arms. So it's just reaching your arms out and over the head, and you're going to exhale down. Now when you inhale, really fill up your lungs, and on the exhalation, purse lip out, okay? So just take it all the way up, inhale, exhale, and here's your last one, okay? So take it up here and then put it on down. All right, take your shoulders around. This is great for opening up your chest. So actually purposefully think about opening the chest as your arms come back. Good, and just do two more of those. And then here's your last one. Okay, let's go to the first exercise. We'll just be holding on to your devices, whatever they may be, and take your feet directly under your shoulders and just come way up on your toes and back on your heels. Hold on as you come back. The most common way to lose your balance is backwards, so make sure that you're engaging your strong core here, okay? And keep going. Try to come up a little higher on your toes for the last two. So come way up, working your feet. If your feet are strong, you can do anything. Okay, good job. All right, next one, let's just go into a hamstring stretch. So heel up, toe up. You have an option here, and I can show this to you. If you need to sit down for this stretch, we're stretching the hamstring, and you're trying to pull your hip back. I'm going to use the ball, but you could be sitting on a chair even, and it works really well. So I'll demonstrate that here. And even if you're standing, you can reach for the foot, keeping your back straight, okay? And take some breaths. Always breathe deeply in all these exercises. And almost all of them, you're going to think about good posture, which would be a straight back, engaged core, lengthened torso, and neutral body positioning. Okay, so let's go to the other side. So remember, bring the toe up because that gets a little bonus stretch for your calf. We want that. So when you're doing your stretch, let your head just come down so that your neck relaxes. Okay? So the weight of your head is going to work on your neck stretch. Take one more deep breath and we'll be finished with this one. Okay, take it on up. Now, come back to standing. I want you to round it up. One vertebrae stacked on the next so you're in perfection. Could you bring one arm up over your head? Good. Bring it down. And then just for some range of motion, Now, if that doesn't work for you, don't bring it up so high. You could bring it up just part way. We're just going to do one more on each side. Okay? Just want to keep your shoulders down and see how that feels for some range of motion. Okay. Ready for the next one? You're going to turn towards one of your chairs and stand up tall. Engage the core and your back. Take your weight all on one foot and see if you can balance holding on with maybe 4 fingers. And we're going to do an abduction exercise. These abductors are very essential to be strong for good balance. So all you're doing is bringing it out to the side. So can you tell? It's like this, okay? So just do your finisher up, holding on. All right? Stop if you need to. We're just going to do one more. Okay, good job. Let's do the other side. So I'm going to switch sides just so you can see the leg better. All right, you don't have to. Now, think about your posture. Stay lifted through the breastbone, all that good stuff. Now lift and lower. Good. You're feeling the glute on both sides, the supporting one and the moving foot. Okay, one more. All right, let's come to something more symmetrical. That was asymmetrical. So stand equally with feet apart and bring your arms above your head like an X. Open up your chest. Take 2 deep breaths. Pinch your shoulder blades and get ready for your cactus stretch, which is just bending the elbows, pinching your shoulder blades behind you. Separate your fingers even. Oppose your thumb. And we're going to come back to this position in just a moment. But inhale, reach up above your head, and exhale, come down to cactus, open the chest. Okay? One more. Inhale, length. Exhale, open the chest, pinch your shoulder blades for posture. Okay? Beautiful. All right, next one. What you're going to do is just stand with your feet about the same width apart and go into your waist stretch. So you're trying to pinch one side of your waist as the other side lengthens. Engage the core, keeping the shoulders nice and square to the front. Now, this is a little tidbit. Some of you might have a rare condition where you're not quite symmetrical on both sides. So if you aren't, go 2 to the side that you need to pull over and 1 to the other side. Okay, now that is a very rare thing, but scoliosis could cause it. Squeeze your core, maybe some injury could cause that. If you're totally symmetrical, just go side to side like this. Okay? 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. Okay, let's hold on to your devices again. Take your feet totally close together, and you're going to put all your weight on one foot, and you're going to let the other one flex at the ankle and just swing back and front. Now, back doesn't have to be super far high. Okay, so the front gets some range of motion, the back, maybe keep it low. Okay, so this is called the compass balance. Okay, and I'm going west and east, west and east. There's west this side. Okay, so we're going to go the other side. So with that in mind, some of you know exactly where I am, and there's a few of you that can't be here this summer that live right about as the crows flies that direction. So there's your house right there, not far from here. Anyways, welcome everybody. All right, last one. All right, I think you're warmed up enough to maybe add a little bit of a march. Now, when you do the march, you can let go and add running women arms. Okay, so these are great because they allow you to pinch your shoulder blade in the back. So your lats are gonna fire right here, and they're gonna open you up a little bit more, straighten out your back, and never mind that, but your core is working and your hip flexors. We're getting this range of motion all the way through those hip flexors that you don't normally get. Okay. All right. What I want you to do next is just put your hands on your hips and do 4 more. 3, 2. Okay, you're warmed up. Good job. Let's grab your smaller weights initially. So take them in your hands without gripping them too tightly and stand up tall. Okay, elbows go right in at your waist, right beneath your shoulders, and you're just going to go out to the side and in. So you're going to externally rotate and then come center. Very good maintenance on the rotator cuff right here. But the weights need to be light on this. I don't want you to go heavy. Okay? Promise me you won't. Okay? One more. Okay, good job. All right, take it on down. And the first thing we're going to do is go into farmer's carry next with these lighter weights. Try to get tall, like lift your breastbone against the weight of these weights. So that will lengthen you all through the core, even lift up your kneecaps if you can, lengthen your swan necks. Okay, take a couple deep breaths. Through your nose, purse lift out, and one more. Okay, you ready for the sevens? Turn your weights so their palms are facing behind you. Engage your core, and we're going to straight arm raise to the front, engaging the core still. And then the second move is elbows back. Okay, open the chest on the second move. Keep the chest open and lift your hands. Now take your elbows together in front of you, and then open up to the side. Take an inhalation, and on your exhale, you're going to push the arms forward, and then keep them then straight, lower them down. Okay, so there's 7 moves. Let's do it again. So here's 1, squeeze the core, elbows come back, open your chest is 2, 3, lift your hands, 4, elbows will come together, 5, apart, 6, breathe, push, and 7, lower down with intention. Okay, good. Let's do that again. So lift. Now don't come up too high. Shoulder level at the highest. Elbows back. Okay, lift up. Bring it together and open. Breathe, push, and then lower down. Control it. Let's do one more. Relax your shoulders. Keep the shoulders down. You're going to be ready to sit after this, I know. Hands up, bring it together, and then apart, and then exhale, and bring it on down. Great job. Shake it out. Maybe take one shoulder around, and then the other, like so. I'm going to let you sit down in a second. Okay, next one, just take your foot behind you. You can put it to the side wherever you feel like you have your balance. And then we're just going to go into those shoulder rolls again. Yeah. All right. Let's switch the legs. Shoulder roll. Beautiful job. Okay, let's put those weights down, but we're going to keep them handy. So have a seat in your chair. I'm going to use the ball just for convenience. I don't want to keep moving these. But you can sit in one of your side chairs. Okay, so what you're going to do here is have a seat. And we're going to do our Pilates core. So what you're going to do is pull in your core. And from the side, take a look. What happens? Your back rounds, okay? And you're pulling in through the front. And that's the number 1 piece of this. Number 2 piece is lifting up high. So all the muscles in your torso will work as you lift and lengthen. So try that again. Now I want you to inhale during this lengthen and exhale during this, kind of like a cat stretch. That's, how round your back gets in a cat. And then lift up. It's core though. Keep breathing deep. So squeeze it in. And then inhale up. Exhale, round and squeeze. Even squeeze your ribs together. Gather your ribs and then come up, lengthen all through your rectus spinae and your ribs, intercostals. Exhale and then inhale up and exhale, round. One more. Inhale up and exhale, round. Okay, next one. I want you to have I have a ball or a towel. Either one works great. So I'm going to give the ball a chance to smile at you and use the towel because the towel works just almost as good. Now, squeeze that towel between your knees and lift and pinch your shoulder blades together. So lift your breastbone and the shoulder blades are together in the back. I want you to just pinch that towel really hard and release. Adjust your feet accordingly so that you can add the pinch. Now, when you pinch the towel, you're going to do a few things. You're going to be lifting your torso, and you're going to be engaging the core muscle and the inner thigh. Now, push on your feet for balance, and you're going to be working the entire leg as you push on the feet. So, squeeze, good. Last two. Good. All right, take the towel and hold it between your two hands. Drop your shoulders, keep your shoulders down, and you're going to push out with the towel and pull in. Push out and pull in. Now, strengthen your elbows straighten your elbows and pull in. You're strengthening your arms, strengthening your core, push on your feet, but make sure your shoulders are not coming up to your ears. Keep them pulled down. That's their job, okay? Here we go. Two more. Nice. And then last one. Great. Okay, let's come up into standing position again with your assistive devices, and we're going to do another balance. This one incorporates the rocking horse, and it will be using your core and your glutes mostly, and a little bit of balance. So you're going to hold on, and you're going to lift one leg. Engage the core there, and then put it down, and then bring the back leg behind you straight back and hinge forward. And the leg can come up pretty high now because I have you in a hinge. And we're just going to go back and forth. So that same move, the same leg is in the front. We're doing so you don't have to switch the leg that we did. Okay, so you're just going, we'll do the other side, don't worry. And then take it back. Now you might have a different version of this, which is fine. I like all the versions, they're all great. Like some people would rather just do a heel, but I'm doing an up. Okay, one more. Keep it slow. Lift. Now a fancy switch, so we're just going to lift the other leg, okay, and then take the leg behind you, squeezing the glute, and lift. Try to get your knee up in the front and engage that core muscle. There is your crunch, and the back is a glute lift. Okay, core and glute lift. Okay, here's your last one. Core and then glute. Okay, bring your feet together. Lift up. Use the chairs or whatever you're pushing on to lift with your hands. Now, take your hands at your sides and flash them forward. Allow your chest to open. Feel your feet and engage length all the way from your feet through your ankles, your knees, your hips, all the way up through your torso to the top of your head. And you're going to take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. One more. Tadasana. Okay, so that's good for that one. The next one, let's grab your bigger weights. So I'm going to go for something a little bigger so I can work out my arm muscles. I hope you can do that too. And the first one's just going to be a bicep curl. Now, if you feel like sitting down, you can do that again, but I'm going to be an example for you for maybe another time by standing up. Okay, so